So I was watching a video earlier from this channel called Overdose. Go check him out. He brings in girls every now and then. I don't think every now and then. I think in every single video he brings girls in, and they react together. They react to other big YouTubers' videos. I think they made reaction videos off of Alpha Male Strategies videos, off of Steph is Cold. I think Coach Greg Adams in there as well, and also Better Bachelor. It's pretty hilarious because you can tell the guy who brings in these girls completely agree with all the Manosphere videos, all the big Red Pill channel videos that there is out there. But he plays dumb in front of these girls just to get their honest answer out of them, because women are very agreeable. We know that. So if you clearly show some woman this is how you feel, most likely she's going to go along with that and not let you know what kind of thoughts are actually in her head. So he plays very dumb, he plays very laid back, and he just says, oh, okay, that's cool, yeah, that's what's up, yeah, I see what your point, this, that, and the other. But I don't know, honestly, if he's actually red pill 100% or if he's in that transition phase from blue pill to red. But it seems pretty comical to me, and it seems like he knows and he agrees with the RP stuff, but he just plays dumb. So it's actually pretty funny. And the chicks that he brings in are literally the main reason why we are making these videos. So go check them out, all right? They're a very small channel still. I think they have a couple thousand subs. But anyways, fellas, on that video, the video that I watched this morning, there was a reaction video of Steph is Cold's, one of his newest videos. I think Steph is Cold's video title was the delusional double standard of women, something along that line. And the chick that he brought in, the guy from the Overdose channel, the chick that he brought in to do a reaction on Steph is Cole's video, is the complete example, full package of 100% toxic woman. And after watching her talk, interact, just seeing how she looks, fellas, just there's some women out there who you can look and you can see the 1,000 cocks there, who you can see the toxicness in her face, the toxicity in her face. You can just see it from a mile away. That type of woman was this chick. And as soon as I watched it, I said, my guys need this video, this advice on how to look out for these type of women specifically. Now, I made some pointers here. Number one, if she's I want to get money regardless of however I get it type of a woman. What does that mean? That means she says that all type of work is the exact same type of work if it has to do with bringing the money. It doesn't matter what work you do as long as you're getting paid money. What does that incentivize, fellas? That incentivizes OnlyFans accounts. That incentivizes porn stars. That incentivizes paid killers. Now, I made a video on my last video, actually, where I talked, or a couple of videos ago, I don't know when I'll be posting this, where I talked about there's a big difference between a work that a man does and a woman does. And I also said that a man's job should not be looked down upon, but a woman's job should be, depending on what job it is. Why? Because as men, we are supposed to work. We were born to earn our position in this world. Women were not born to earn their position. They weren't supposed to work. They weren't supposed to go get the bag however they want to. Why? Because they have a vagina in between their legs. Just with that, they have pretty much all the doors open in front of them in their life. All the opportunities given to them. All the solutions, all the goods, all the good goods in life are given to them just because of that. Men will do anything, go above and beyond, and some more, to get women who's good looking. That's why there's a huge difference between a job that a woman does and a man does. Because when you have that many opportunities as a woman, that many good places you could end up in, but instead you choose to shake your ass and show your ass and titties to get paid, to stoop down that low to get paid, we got a problem with that. But a man, he has to eat dirt to get money if he's in that situation, because he's not given any of these opportunities just because of the fact that he's a man, just because he has a penis. He's not given any of that. He has to earn his way in this life. That's why men hit their prime later in life. So when a woman says, "Oh, it doesn't matter how you get the money. OnlyFans girls should be praised. They get the money because they're working," right? That's the type of woman I'm talking about, because this is the exact type of chick who's going to cheat on her boyfriend with some sugar daddy and say, "Baby, I was just trying to get my college degree paid off. That's why I did this. It's okay. We're still together." And now, fellas, by the way, this type of chick should be avoided even for a pump and dump. Why? Because this is the exact same type of chick who will call the cops the next morning regretting her decision that she slept with you. Or she's the exact same type of chick who's going to ring you to divorce court as soon as you put the ring on and as soon as she feels somewhat comfortable within the first few years of you getting married. She's the exact same type of girl who's going to slash you tires, who's going to chase you around with a knife. Happened to me. Who's going to cut herself, her wrists. Happened to me. She's going to just go completely ballistic and crazy on you out of nowhere. Happened to me. Just emotional ups and downs, like switching like that. Happened to me. And this is extreme. This is a huge toll on your mental health, fellas, as a man. You can't deal with that. And it drives you crazy. It rubs off on you. Her energy rubs off on you. And you become toxic yourself, or you become suicidal. This is the exact type of chick who's going to get you killed by some other guy because she slept with some other guy and that other guy wants her now and they need to eliminate you from the picture. Literally eliminate you. That's why this type of woman should be avoided at all costs, not even for pump and dump. I was extremely lucky to where I'm still alive to make this video, to share my experience with you, to let you know not to do this, because it was just sheer luck for me how I got away from a girl like that. But anyways, about the go-getter type of girl, getting the money at all costs type of girl. She's also the type of chick who's going to end up smoking weed with the wrong crowd because she wants to network, to get to know more people so that she can make more money. She's also the type of chick who's going to be chilling with rappers, killers, thugs. You think just black women do that? No. There's tons and tons of white women who associate themselves with people like that. So watch out for this type of woman. Number 2, if she's an extremely attractive woman, a 9 or a 10, not even an 8, a 9 or a 10, and this is the first time you guys are hanging out, your first date, you haven't even slept with her, you haven't even had time to game her, to show her your charisma, your personality, none of that. It's been like, what, 15 minutes maybe, or maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes into the date. And she's asking you about settling down, about marriage, about kids, any of that. Usually you'll see this is a little bit older type of a woman, probably after the age of 25. But regardless, if she's a younger chick who's asking you all this, run. If she's an older chick, even though that is still understandable, that she's been run through a lot more times, it's still a black flag. Huge red flag, which is a black flag. Why? Because a woman who's that good looking doesn't need to ask you any of this. She knows that you should be advancing the relationship by yourself. And the only time she would ask you something along this line is when she's sick and tired of getting pumped and dumped, of getting used by other men. And as a human, your brain can only take so much rejection. This is why you'll see incels or guys who get bullied so much end up being school shooters. So, and this is when you'll see women, some attractive, very attractive women you'll find online are frustrated and making emotional outburst video complaining about men. Because your ego is really what I'm getting at, can only take so much rejection. And women, we all know, cannot even take any rejection because they didn't grow up taking rejections. Men, we've been taking rejection since we're 13, 14, when we first started asking girls out. Women, no, they can't do that. They literally go kill themselves if some guy reject them. That's why they don't approach us men. So when a woman is asking you all that, that means She's sick and tired of it, and she can blow up at any time. She's a walking time bomb. Do you really want to be a part of that? Hell no. Especially when you think about pumping and dumping, or letting her know after a while that, hey, this is not working out. How do you think she's going to act? She's going to blow up on your face. Oh, you're just another girl, just another guy who treats women like shit. No. She's never going to see that it's her fault why the relationship is not working out. Anyways, number 3. Her tattoos. Now, we all know women with tattoos should be avoided when it comes to long-term dating at all costs. Anyways, I even made a whole video about this, and that's actually still to this day the most popular video in my channel. It has like almost 500 comments, negative and positive. The like to dislike ratio is pretty much half, 50-50. I don't know how many views it has, probably close to 4,000 or whatever. Anyways, doesn't really matter, fellas. I don't care too much about the numbers. I'm not doing this for the fame. You guys know me. I do it to save your lives. Anyway, so on that video, I said that women with any kind of tattoo, even if it's the most discreet of discreetest tattoos out there, any kind of tattoo should be avoided when it comes to dating. And my definition of dating is long-term dating, monogamous relationship, marriage, that kind of stuff. But women with the following kinds of tattoos should be avoided at all costs. Not even just for long-term dating, even for short-term dating, hookup, one-night stands, pump and dump, even for those. Which are face tattoo. Any kind of face tattoo. Any kind of neck tattoo. Any kind of, what you call this? Sternum, right? Is this sternum? No. Spoculus? I don't know what the hell this is called, but right in the middle of your chest. Right, where you can feel the bones, the rib bones. So you know some women put big ass tattoos right in the middle, in between her tits. That kind of tattoos. Any huge tattoos that cannot be covered up with one hand, like this, in the palm of one hand. Leg tattoos, big ass thigh tattoos. I mean, big ass thigh tattoos. You guys know those chicks. Why? Because this is screaming nothing but I'm a mentally and psychologically damaged hoe. You really want to be around somebody like that? The more mentally damaged she is, the more, the higher of a chance there is that she's extremely crazy. Now we all know that there's no such woman as a below 4 crazy from the hot and crazy table chart, right? But there's a limit, fellas. If she's an above an 8 crazy, why even bother? You don't know how crazy she is on the first time you hang out with her. But these are the signs that I'm giving you guys right now that you can look out for. And these are usually big giveaways. And if you guys have some other ones that you want to share in the comment section below, let me know. But anyways, next one is a woman's relation with her father. Now, this probably is the most important one. Why? All of these things that are happening in that chick's life is mainly because of the fact that she didn't have a good father to begin with, or no father at all. So this probably should have been a number 1 pointer, but whatever. This is not by any significant order, right? Order of significance, right? This is just me giving you points. I even made a whole video talking about this, why you should never date a woman without a father. But on this video, I'm going to go one more step ahead and say that if a woman doesn't have a father, or has a shitty relationship with her father, and meets one of the 3 signs that I mentioned before this point on this video so far, which is if she's extremely attractive and she's already talking about marriage and settling down, if she's go get the bag type of a girl, and if she has excessive kind of tattoos. Also, about the tattoos, you also have to make sure what kind of tattoo is it. Is she like, what is the nature of the tattoo? What does it mean? What does it say? Because these are the type of chicks who usually end up doing witchcraft. You do not want to be around women like that. So if she meets any of those 3 points I mentioned earlier in this video, and she doesn't have a father or a good relationship with her father, run. Fellas, modern women are to be avoided when it comes to long-term relationship anyways. 98% of them. And I'm going ahead one more step to give you guys another kind of a woman who has black flags, and these are the black flags. The next point I want to talk about is how loud is she? Now, we all know fat and ugly women are loud ones. I even made a video about that too. I got videos for days, fellas. I have like over 300 videos on my channel. I'm still not getting enough views. Whatever. But if she's a somewhat decent looking woman and she's loud as hell, she's a toxic woman. Stay the hell away from her, even for one night stands. And I would also put the girl, the white girl who goes excessively, when I mean excessively, I mean extremely excessively over Black Lives Matter, over liberal movements, any of that. AKA your most left of a girl, most liberal type of woman that you can think of. I don't want to talk about occupations and professions and whatnot, because we all know there's some thought professions out there, and I even talked about it on one of my last videos, the trashy jobs of women. But yes, fellas, you'll notice that these type of women usually wear the skimpiest outfits or dresses a lot more than they wear regular clothes. You'll notice that these type of women have the most when it comes to makeup. They have to do the most. They're the most extra of extra when it comes to doing makeup. And another dead giveaway is how she does her eye makeup. If a woman is putting a lot more emphasis on her eye makeup, eyeshadow, eye highliner, whatever the fuck, I don't even know what these are called. But if you look at her and you see there's a bunch of shit going on around her eyes, first of all, she's an attention whore, and second of all, there's a very, very, very high chance she's a toxic woman. These are also type of women you'll know that have extremely alcohol and drug abuse, which is my last point. You have to watch out for how often she parties and turns up, the frequency of it. If she's going out every single weekend, fellas, and she's actually getting plastered, why? Like, use some common sense here, guys. For once, think with the right head. Yes, I know her booty's popping. Yes, I know them titties look perky. But for 1 second, use the right head. Sure, she's an easy lay. Sure, you can just game her a little bit, tell her X, Y, and Z, and she's going to come home with you. But then what? Now she knows where you live. Now she has your DNA in her. Even if you pull out, even if you use condom, there's some sort of residue of your DNA from your saliva from your mouth of kissing her, making out with her, your dick skin in her vagina. Something is left in her. She could just go to the cops and do a test and get your DNA out of you and figure out who you are. Yes, women will do that. Will go that crazy over you. These type of women, these type of toxic women. They'll shatter your car window. There's always red flags, fellas. There's always red flags. And I'm sure I'm leaving some big pointers out of here. I'm human. I can make mistakes. So please, please, please let me know if you have had any experience with some crazy ass hoe like this, and she didn't meet any of these pointers that I mentioned, and she had some other pointers. I would really like to know. But usually the type of crazy chicks I've dealt with, there was a couple of them, usually had all these things. One or more of these. And that's why I'm speaking from personal experience. Obviously, we can throw a high body count in there as well. But that's a duh, right? Everybody knows that. Fellas, I hope this video made sense. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.